Question: what's a key element to saving that I think is really lacking in many, many people, especially beginners? Back in a few. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing today? Hope that this video, as always, finds everybody doing well. If you are brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a veteran here, and sincere and humble, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're just dropping by to say hello, hello, thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Please consider liking and sharing my videos. I really, really do appreciate every single one of you. Let's get started right away about this. What is the key element missing in a lot of people when it comes to saving money? And I figured it out. I truly believe not having this is a huge factor missing. And the word is patience. Ye gods. Some people don't want to hear this word. Some people think patience is like enduring suffering of some form or another. Patience is the art of knowing something good is going to happen, of remaining calm, of staying the course. Ever hear the story of slow and steady wins the race? You know, that one with the tortoise and the hare. It's an age-old story, and slow and steady does win the race. But for sure and for true, there are some things that can help us remain patient as we go along. Patience is not something that everyone is necessarily born with. Sometimes people have to hone down that thing. I was probably impatient at one time or another. I'll admit that. But I have found some coping mechanisms to increase our patience muscles, if you will, like anything else. Okay. One, be patient while saving. How can I remain patient? Well, try to keep focused. Keep your eye on the prize. What are you saving for? This is why it is essential to name it and claim it when you create your savings goal, when you create your savings fund. Make a reward at the end of the rainbow. Just know there is a reward besides the self-satisfaction. That to me is one of the biggest rewards, but everyone is different. Maybe somebody wants to save for a different reason, but they'll attach, let's say, a tiny consolation prize for your efforts. And that's totally okay because you earned it. Remember that. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So do that if it helps you. Next, do a little bit a day, but do that little bit each and every day. That's the key. It's not the amount, it's the everyday. I have been emphasizing this probably to ad nauseum, excuse me, especially to my veteran subscribers who've been here for the duration of the 3 years or so that I've been on here. And I am a huge, huge, huge advocate that it does not matter the dollar amount. You could be as little as $1 every single day. It's the everyday. It's the everyday, the habit, the discipline, the game you can make out of it to find ways that you don't have to fork out the money for something. For example, here's a tiny example. If you need a new kitchen table, do you have to buy a brand new kitchen table, or could you go to the to the Goodwill store, for example, and perhaps find a kitchen table that you could fix up the way you like it, or just clean it up and buy a beautiful tablecloth, and there you go, and you saved yourself a little bit of a bundle of cash. But it's changing your mindset and taking the calmer approach and trusting the process. Because if you do something good, even if it's a small thing, every single day, yes, it does have an accumulative positive effect, like drinking water, for example. If you normally do not drink water and you increase your water because the body needs it, and you do it every single day, and not become a weekend warrior at it and drink gallons of water on a Sunday and then the heck with it the rest of the week, that doesn't count. Do some positive thing every single day, no matter how small. And I'm telling you, and I promise you from experience in my 62, going on 63 years of living, that always works. The word is consistency. consistency. So remain consistent. Set realistic goals is another thing to keep in mind. I mean, if you set the bar way too high and it's unachievable, you make it frustrated and quit. So do things in smaller increments. For example, if you want to save $500, say, guess what? Instead of that, say, you know what? I'm going to save $100 this month and see if you achieve that. And then as time goes on, you raise the bar even higher because you will have already succeeded and you know what it feels like. And that's a really nice thing to do. Next, think of savings as a training ground. And this is the truth. No one, absolutely no one wakes up an athlete out of nowhere. Really? Can you imagine just going to bed as your normal self and then waking up an athlete? Sounds nice, but it doesn't happen. Nowhere. Nowhere does this happen. Becoming an athlete, this takes practice. It takes training. It takes the day by day of doing that positive workout, that positive training. It's just not something that happens overnight. But if done consistently, see again with the consistent thing, consistently over time, it will happen. And the same goes for savings. Again, every day, a little bit of something. That might be including a no spend day. Some people think a no spend day is an intolerable existence. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why. Don't feel deprived over it. Or just a limited spending day or a low spend day. Try that. Try that. Try things in the smaller doses to be able to achieve your goals. But do the positive thing, again, consistently. Next, stop beating yourself up. For example, let's say you didn't grow up necessarily in the kind of background when you were a child where your background saved money or ever talked about saving money. Maybe they did, but they never talked about it. You maybe never heard about it. Or you went to a school that, heaven forbid, they talked about money back in the 60s, right? But I do remember having a bank book, a school bank book from the 60s, which was a great idea. But that was the extent of it. Nobody actually taught financials in the 60s and the 70s when I went to school. Zero, nada, none, zilch. This should be happening today. It is 2021 going into 2022. In my honest opinion, financial education should begin in youngsters. But let's say this. If you are part of the many who did not have that kind of education, do not beat yourself up over it. The great news is it's never too late to save, and there's a plethora of free information right here on this platform. So take it, view it, and then eventually do it. So don't beat yourself up because you cannot know what you do not know. Remember that. Don't forget that. It's not necessarily your fault. So there. Next, conversely, pat yourself on the back for all of your achievements. If your goal was to hit that $50 and you hit it, yay. If your goal was to hit that $100, listen, my channel is geared for the person beginning savings, okay? Other channels are geared for other things, but I love to give quick tips. I love to talk about various ways to save money or not spend money. This is my channel's goal, okay? And for the graduated information, you go on to those channels as well. Watch them all the time too, of course, absolutely. They're wonderful. But my focus is on quick tips and beginning savings. And anyone can save. Do not beat yourself up. Anyone could save. All right, next, ignore the naysayers. Again, it goes back to this. Tune them out. Tune them out when you think or say that you want to save. When you think out loud, mentioning your goal to save, sometimes the best idea is to do this. Watch. Shh. Say nothing. Nada. Zilch. Zero. If you know that this person gives off negative vibes or whatever, and you're going to fall prey into it, just stay quiet about it. I know you're excited about your savings goal. I get that. And you want to share that with people. I get that. It's a nice feeling. But in the wrong person's ears, and then let's say that person brings it back to your mind that you can't do this, you can't do that. Some people, not all, some people have thicker skin than others, but some folks are very sensitive. Don't say a word. Just keep your quiet savings and ignore the naysayers. Well, I hope that this information helps. I'm positive it will. Just remain consistent, stay the course. I want the best for everybody. That's what I want. That's why I do this stuff every day. I want the best for you. I want the best for your family. I want the best for me. I want the best for my family. That's the way it goes. So there. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Let me know your savings wins in the comments section below. Have you started? What did you save? I mean, if you're okay about talking about it, just let me know if you're excited about savings. Okay? Okay, so there. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. Why? Because I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to come back in the future for some more savings tips and tricks. Thank you for liking and sharing my video. I upload every single day, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. And I do random videos on the weekend, of which I will give you an announcement on my community page. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take care now. Bye.